For what deed must his head be hung for all to see? For what deed must the waters they governed roam free? For what deed must all matters not known how to be? For what deed must mercy's hand so woe upon thee?
Today we're going to be diving into the world of Black Myth Wukong and find the locations of every Loong bosses out there. The red, black, cyan, and yellow Loong. These bosses are epic and they're one of the toughest in the games, and you can also miss them in the game. So let's get into it. Before we dive in, keep in mind that each bosses have their own location from chapter 1 to chapter 4. So let's get to it. The first two Loong bosses, red and black, they need a prerequisite, and you need the Loong Scale. So let me show you how to get this. Let's start with how to find your Loong Scale. So once you get to your first shrine in chapter 2, you need to proceed to fight the first official bosses. So when you get to the Sandgate village entrance, you will find the second Rat Prince and the King of the Flowing Sands. Once you're done with this boss, make your way to the left and you get to the Valley of Despair Shrine. Once you have this checkpoint done, move towards the cave and you would find the first Prince of the Flowing Sand. This is an easy boss, but you want to pay attention to the brick wall behind this. In some cases, the prince breaks this wall when you're fighting and leaves a small passage for you. But after you defeat this boss and you don't see a passage, just go straight to the brick wall, use the Wandering White Spirit and break that wall, open a small passage and proceed towards the tunnel to get the Loong Scale. Now that covers the prerequisites of what you need for the first two Loong bosses. Let's get to your specific location. For chapter 1, red Loong boss location, you need to transport back to the outside forest in chapter 1 located in the Forest of the Wolves. You would need to find the waterfall and unlock the hidden location and get busy with red Loong. To find this location, it's pretty simple, but some folks can find it from different areas in the game in chapter 1. So let me show you exactly the best path I use. Alright, let me show you where to go. Let's follow the path. So you want to just keep going straight here. Then you would see some enemies, but in this case I already defeated them. So you make a left. Once you make a left, make a right. As you're proceeding to this, you just want to keep going straight and you might encounter a slight cliff behind you. So just make a U-turn and left. Just make a U-turn and you will see this cliff here. And as you proceed, you just want to keep going straight. Then finally you would encounter two paths, a straight or a left path. So you're going to make a left here, and once you get there, just keep walking straight. You will see the waterfall on to your right. Because I already unlocked the waterfall, it's no longer there, but this is the pass that you will need to do to get to the red Loong boss. Alright, some of the rewards you get from defeating this boss is the Long Pearl, as well as the Thundertail and Boshan Sensor. Hopefully I said that right, but basically these are items that you can help you use for crafting. So yeah, as you proceed in the game, you're gonna get opportunities to craft the staff as well as some of your clothing as well. So that leaves it. Let's move on to the next one. The second Loong boss is the Black Loong, and this boss is actually located in the Rock Wretch Flat within the Fright Cliff. This is pretty easy to find because it's the same location as the Stone Vanguard. But if you're still having issues to find the shrine, just make it right from the same location you fought the second Rat Prince and the King of the Flowing Sands, and keep going straight up until you find the shrine. It's a straightforward path. You might see a bridge, etc., but you want to just keep going straight. Once you get to the shrine, just make a right and head up the stairs. You might encounter some enemies, but just keep going up, and then you will see a waterfall, but not a sandfall pretty much. A sandfall, and you just have to unlock it. The key items you're going to unlock from this boss is the Long Pearl, the Thunderbone, and the Pendant. These are items that can help you use for crafting weapons as well as materials. Moving on to chapter 3. Now, this guy was not playing. Cyan Loong, he was definitely that guy. He is my top 10 hardest boss in the game. And this also depends on when you encounter these bosses, but this guy was so hard that I could feel the aura from the game. He was not playing. Why would you make someone like this? But again, this boss is located at the Bitter Lake in the Turtle Island. This is funny because it's in the same location as the Yaguai Queen Kong Jin Star. Hopefully I said that name right. But after defeating this boss, you want to make your way back to the shrine on the Turtle Island. And you would need to make a slight right and just keep heading towards the cliff and you would find him. He's just sitting there and just chilling. Like he's like, I'm waiting for a worthy opponent. This guy was really difficult. I'm not gonna lie. I think it took me like 3 to 4 tries to beat him. The key items you're gonna get are Mind Cord, Mountain Shaking of Claw, and the Breath of Fire for your drinks or soaks. So that's pretty much it. Nothing really crazy, but I mean, I think it's really good to get some of those materials in the game while as you can. Finally, Yellow Loong in chapter 4. This is the strongest of the Loong bosses. He was not plain, but you would encounter a couple of good bosses by the time you fight him, so it's easy to come up with a strategy to beat this guy. First, you need to get to chapter 4 on the Cliff of Oblivion Shrine, where you will encounter the easiest boss in this game. I'm talking about this hand. Once you defeat this boss, take the path and drop down. Take a right and another right and take a left where you would see this bridge, and just keep going. As you keep going and you see a couple of eggs and another minor bridge, I would recommend to use Cloud Step when passing these eggs, and just keep going forward and you would find this shrine, the Relief of the Fallen Loong Shrine. Alright, so the reward you're gonna get from fighting this boss, you get the C supported Trident, a Cone Steel, and the best ability to transform to the Yellow Loong. Yes, the Golden Lion. This is actually a cool transformation. I only used it I think 5 or 10 times in the entire game, just because I found a better transformation down the line, which I can make a separate video on that if you want. But yeah, there you have it. Alright, as a bonus, we're going to talk about the other 2 Loong bosses in the game that no one really cares about, but I think you should. The first one is Cyan Loong. I call him the Old Man Loong. In chapter 3, once you get to the north shore of the Bitter Lake Shrine, you need to make your way to this path and you will find this boss. Once you defeat this boss, talk to him and fulfill his side quest by providing him the Shoe Dog's resurrection formula. Simply transport back to where you found Shu Long, located in the cellar at the Crouching Tiger Temple. Yeah, just simply talk to him. Once you talk to him, he's gonna give you the formula and you can transport back to the same location of where you met the Cyan Loong and Old Man Loong. And then the reward is surprising, to be honest. You will receive the Rui Scroll and lets you transport to the Zodiac Village anytime you want. What's important about this location is that you can do a lot of things. It's pretty much you can craft everything you need here. So Cyan Loong is responsible for helping you harvest your ingredients. Also, these ingredients can be used for crafting, but you need to make sure you have the seeds to deliver to him. Then you can always harvest this anytime you can, and you can come back and reclaim them. Shen Monkey, which we've met in chapter 1, it's required for upgrading your drinks and also buying things for your gourd, etc. And our man Zhu Dog for upgrading potions. And my favorite, the Yin Tiger. This guy crafts, upgrades your weapons, but if you challenge him and win, you can unlock his transformation. And there you have it. That's the reward for Cyan Loong. To be honest, this one is actually probably one of the best rewards you get in the entire game. Alright, moving on to our second Loong, Jia Loong of the Waves. This guy is located in chapter 6. Just follow the path from the foothills at the Verdant Path. Use your flying nibbles to use this path and keep heading down. Once you drop, the boss would appear, and this is pretty much an easy boss, to be honest with you. But the key reward that you get is the Water Ward Orb Curios, and this can help you increase your attack when you're in the water. So basically, when you're fighting like the final boss, you're actually going to be in the water. So any guy or any boss that you use in the water, this could help you increase your attack. So if you're looking to increase your attack power, as well as including some of those high-tech weapons, etc., this is probably something that you can utilize as well. That concludes this video. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more content, and hit that post notification bell to stay updated. Also check out some of my gameplays for Black Myth Wukong. Until next time, peace.